In case you've been living under a rock these past few, weeks, months, or if you just don't own a PS4, one of the most anticipated games of this generation is about to drop on June 19th, aka Juneteenth. If you don't know what Juneteenth is, I highly recommend looking it up. Anyway, The Last of Us Part 2 looks like it's going to be another masterpiece, which is pretty much what we've come to expect out of Naughty Dog and Sony, and in Sony's State of Play, we got an in-depth preview of what's to come. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to ICE TV. My name is Philip Price, and today we're going over the top 7 new things that we're excited to see in The Last of Us Part 2. According to Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and Director of The Last of Us Part 2, much of the story unfolds in what remains in the city of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. As such, the terrain is unlike anything we saw in the first game, so they came up with a few new ways to get around. Boats. We only got a tease, but we know that some areas are so flooded that Ellie will require a boat to navigate her way through parts of the game. Ellie can swim now. Not sure how or when she learned to swim, but this was something that they joked about extensively in the first game. Did she learn from Joel? As a matter of fact, we still can't confirm if Joel is even alive in this game. We've seen clips of him, but we're not sure if these are memories or if we'll actually experience Joel dying. God, I hope not. Swinging! There's rope in The Last of Us Part 2, and Ellie can use said rope to reach new areas that can hide all kinds of goodies, so better believe that there's going to be a lot of collectibles hidden in areas that you need rope to get to. Grass. No, not that kind of grass. Like bush and overgrowth. In The Last of Us Part 2, stealth will play a big role, giving us different ways to approach every encounter. But be careful, because if an enemy gets too close, if it has a dog, or if it has a higher elevation on you, they will spot you. Speaking of dogs, wish Ellie had a nice doggo to roll with her and keep her safe? How about murder dogs that follow your scent trail? No? Well, that's what we got. Sorry. Newly infected types. So, the original infected from the first game are still here. Runners return, but are more numerous and aggressive this time around. Stalkers are still stealthy and will still try to ambush you. Clickers are still the stuff of nightmares. Ugh. Bloaters are still the rare armored tanks that will probably eat all of your ammo. But we gotta look at a new infected type called Shamblers, and they're largely heavily armored and covered in pustules, but when they get close, they release this gas that burns. Yeah, that sounds fun. We were also hinted that the most terrifying forms, with an S, will have to wait until we play the game.
But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Hopefully that means more than just one new form, that we'll actually see a bunch of them, but we gotta wait and see. Factions. So in The Last of Us Part 2, there are 2 separate factions. The Washington Liberation Front, WLF, which began as a resistance group who essentially fought against the military occupation of Seattle. They're described as highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons that they stole from the army, which makes sense because, well, they won against the US military, so yeah. Definitely hoping to find a rocket launcher or something from these guys, even if it's just one. Come on, Naughty Dog, hook it up. The other faction is the Seraphites, or Scars. They're religious zealots. They are stealthy, and they use overgrowth for cover. And they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows. Better AI for allies. From the demo, we saw ways that Ellie's allies will, quote, meaningfully help you in combat encounters, end quote. But there were allies in the first game, and they were a little disappointing to say the least. So we're pretty excited to see just how much they've improved in Part 2. New and improved crafting. Proximity mines, stun grenades, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more. In the video, we saw a quick glimpse at the on-the-go crafting and skill trees, and it looks like this time around, Ellie will be able to upgrade her weapons at workbenches that'll change the visuals of her weapons to give her a more personalized look. And that's it. Guys, we are so excited about this game and can't wait to get into it. What are you most excited about in The Last of Us Part 2? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay tuned to ICE TV.